This year, the fashion industry will make 100 billion clothing. Up to 30 billion of them will never be worn. Not sold, not donated, just made and thrown away. Some of it ends up here. The Atacama Desert, Chile. Visible from orbit. Most of it ends up here. Accra, Ghana. 15 million clothes arrive at this one market every single week. Fashion used to move on a season, spring, summer, fall, winter, 4 collections a year, planned months in advance. Well, not anymore. Zara popularized a new model, a design to store shelf in about 2 weeks. What used to take months now takes 14 days. Then things got faster with Chinese fast fashion companies. Shein and Temu don't wait for designers to guess what's fashionable. They scrape social media and search trends in real time, testing thousands of tiny product variations at once, and only mass-producing whatever people are already clicking on. The result of this fashion trends led global clothing production doubling since the year 2000. In that same window, people started buying 60% more clothes and wearing each one for about half as long. So where does it all go when we're done with it? Let's follow one route, Chile's Atacama Desert. Some of this is visible from orbit. Most of this clothes waste are synthetic material. They won't break down in your lifetime or in the next generation. Globally, we throw away 92 million tons of clothing every year. Compacted, that's enough to fill over 70,000 Olympic swimming pools. Second stop, Cantamanto Market, Accra, Ghana. 15 million garments arrive here every single week. Locally, they call it Obroni Wawu, dead white man's clothes. 40% of what arrives is discarded on the spot. 6 million clothes every week dumped straight into wetlands like this one, some of them home to endangered sea turt. All of this production and disposal combined accounts for up to 10% of global carbon emissions. That's the equivalent of putting 700 million extra cars on the road every year, nearly half of all the cars on Earth. Right now, fashion accounts for somewhere between 8 and 10% of global carbon emissions. If nothing changes, researchers project that share could nearly triple to 26% by 2050. Even in the short term, the curve is steep. By 2030, fashion's emissions are projected to climb past 50% higher than today, reaching close to 2.8 billion tons of CO2 a year. That's the equivalent of adding more than 550 million cars to the road. Water usage tells the same story. The fashion industry used 93 billion cubic meters of it in 2015. By 2030, that number is projected to hit 118 billion. Shein alone saw its own emissions rise by more than 20% in a single recent year, even while publicly promising the opposite. Which raises the obvious question, what are these companies actually doing about it? Shein pledged net zero emissions by 2050, a target formally validated by the Science Based Targets Initiative as the most rigorous voluntary climate standard that exists. That same year, Shein's own sustainability report showed the opposite. Total emissions rose 23%. In Germany, regulators forced Shein to stop using the words net zero in its marketing altogether, after ruling the claim wasn't backed up. In Italy, regulators fined the company over $1 million for misleading environmental claims. H&M built a whole marketing line on this idea. Its Conscious collection scored for sustainability using its own in-house rating system. An independent investigation found that System had been rating products as more eco-friendly than they actually were. This isn't two companies. A review of 65 major fashion brands found most have made public climate pledges, and almost none of them account for what those changes will cost the workers inside their own supply chains. Starting this September, new EU rules make vague sustainability claims like these illegal outright, with fines up to 4% of a company's global revenue.